All right, welcome everybody. My name is Ali Virtue. I am a functional medicine nutritionist and the owner of Parkside Nutrition. And today we're going to talk about do's and don'ts when it comes to barbecue. It is currently July 3rd, so this is very much related to 4th of July, but this can be super applicable to any holiday, any social gathering. So do's and don'ts, nutrition tips to make you feel a little bit healthier, barbecue, whatever kind of social setting. And this is honestly if you care. If you don't care, continue scrolling. But these tips I think will help you a lot in the overall pursuit of just being a healthier person. All right, so don't save up your calories. This is one of the worst strategies I ever see. A lot of people are like, well, it's just calories in versus calories out. So if I don't eat any meals or if I skip a meal, that means I can eat more at the social time. And I don't find that's a very good long-term strategy. One of the biggest missing pieces when people are trying to be healthier or trying to execute a diet for fat loss, whatever, or just weight maintenance, is they never really learn how to eat at maintenance. They know how to do extreme dieting or overeat. There's no in between. And holidays are a great time to practice eating at maintenance or eating till you're almost full or full and not overly full. So don't save up your calories. I never recommend that. I think it's just a losing strategy. One of the best practical tips is less grazing, more plating. So this means if you're going to eat something, put it on a plate. And this is just a very simple barrier that hopefully stops you just grabbing and reaching and grazing all day, because we're going to plate our food. So even if you're going to make yourself just a snack plate, get a plate and fill about half of it with colorful plants ideally, and then about a quarter of it a protein source. Any animal source of protein is fine. And then about quarter of the plate is fun stuff. So stuff that you just want to eat for the sake of wanting to eat it. That's it. But that way you give your body some fuel. You also make room for things that can keep you full, diminish cravings, give you good energy, hopefully foods that are easy enough to digest, and then you still have some space to have some fun stuff. So that is actually what real balance looks like. Eat your plants first. One, because not enough people get enough fiber in general in most Western cultures. And then also because this is going to regulate your blood sugar. This is going to help a lot of health goals. This is going to moderate your intake and moderate your appetite overall. Just so many good things to do. So if we eat our plants first, then on the plate, I want to look at protein and fat sources. And then having the sugary stuff or the starchy carb stuff, heavy carb sources like rice, bread, pastas, things like that. I want to have those last, ideally. And chewing really well. This strategy is called the order of eating, and the order of eating is actually really, really effective for decreasing blood sugar spikes and crashes later. So even if you are really eyeing the big bowl of pasta, try to have some veggies, try to have some plants, maybe an appetizer salad first. That's really going to help your body out so you can better process it. Next is we're going to enjoy the foods that you really like. Weird, shocker, crazy concept, right? But this is where I want you to get really picky and kind of be like a food snob. So for me, the bar is set with carrot cake. Carrot cake is my favorite thing. It is like 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10, delicious. Love to have it on my birthday. But I'm not going to have that all the time. And so that's kind of what I'm measuring, is my measuring stick, because if I don't really love it, I don't want to really just use up my stomach space for a food that I don't really care for. Now, people might say like, well, I don't really care for vegetables, Ali, so I'm not going to have any vegetables. That's your decision to make. But again, our plate does need to fuel our body to an extent, or at least the meals outside of this event need to be, nutritious enough to give our body some nutrition so it can function well. But this is more of the line, if you don't really care about store-bought cookies, don't have them. Really focus on the desserts, or maybe try a little bit of sample a couple of them so you know which one you really like and which ones you can probably pass on. So again, this is just making sure people are super intentional with the foods that they really like, because if I have limited stomach space, I want to budget it with intention. This is kind of a basic one, but stay hydrated, especially if it's hot, especially if you exercise that day, especially if you are drinking alcohol. Those are all great things to become more dehydrated, and that can also increase your appetite. But also a way to stay hydrated is having lots of veggies and fruits, things that already have a lot of water and also have some minerals as well to help us be better hydrated. Watermelon's a great one. Peaches, pears, berries, things that have a lot of water, taste delicious. You can also put some of those things in your water to kind of flavor them and make them taste a little bit more interesting as well. Move your body. We're not going to move our body because we ate too much, not to burn a bunch of calories because we ate too much. Don't do it out of punishment. Do it because this is something that your body really needs. This is something that you should be doing for yourself on a regular basis anyway. And just because it's a really kind thing for your body to do. And most of the time this makes people feel better. This is kind of what this overall thing is. Even if you don't listen to any of these tips whatsoever and you do overeat, it's one meal. I really want you to follow these tips because it usually makes people feel better and therefore less guilty, on Monday or the next day. And so they don't feel like they're in the hole and like they have to make up ground. So if we just stick to our basic principles, things go really well. I kind of already covered that. One meal doesn't mean much. So I just want you to have a very reasonable time. I don't want it to be, I don't want you to just say like, oh, screw it, I'm going to eat everything. Again, that usually leads to a lot of guilt, and it usually leads to us being kind of more prone to that binge and restrict cycle. And you're going to restrict a lot the next day because you feel bloated, you feel fluffy, whatever. Don't do that. Move the next day, exercise the next day because it's a nice thing to do for your body. Yes, it will make you feel better, but we don't need to be excessive about it. Same thing for the food. Just eat regular meals. I wouldn't restrict yourself. I wouldn't skip meals. I wouldn't do a prolonged fast, even if I did overeat. I would just eat maybe smaller versions of the meals I already regularly have, because hopefully I'm feeding myself generally healthy meals on a regular basis. So don't get caught up in the one meal, one weekend, whatever. Just stick to your normal routine and things will probably be just fine. The end, make sure you follow, subscribe, like this video, share it with a friend, maybe share it with your accountability buddy or your gym buddy so you guys can be on the same page for that next barbecue that you attend. And lastly, make sure you subscribe to the free email list, the Free Shit Friday email list, because I send out free resources every single Friday.